Sonnen.
What's up, Big Ferg?
What's good, Chell?
Hey, man, how's training going?
Fucking amazing, dude. Handling business like a fucking champion in Big Bear, bro.
All right. Hey, I've been watching some of your stuff. I watched you working some speed bags, even with you worked some elbows in there, even on Twitter, man. Those clips look good.
Yeah, that's some average looking shit, man. I need to post up some new stuff, man. That stuff's old, man. I know it's fascinating and stuff, but I'm bored of that shit. I'm gonna start posting up some new stuff.
Hey,
scaring these opponents really good.
So listen, when you break down RDA, I mean that guy, he doesn't have very many holes in the armor, if you will. There's not a lot of footage that you can go watch and see some weaknesses, but I trust that you are. Tell me, how do you beat RDA?
You hit that same sweet spot on the chin that everybody else does, man. I know I can hit him straight in the face, but he's got that sweet spot. And me, I'm very technical, I'm very precise, and my timing and everything is great. And my hands are hard, man. I hit hard. I got hands of stone, bro. I'm the new Roberto Duran out here. I'm the new age Johnny Cage, and that dude has got absolutely fucking nothing for me on November 5th. Once I touch that chin, it's night-night RDA.
Please keep going. You're on fire. You are on fire, my friend. I don't even know who that Cage guy was, but I love the rhyme.
Man, it's always on, man. This is it. I'm so hyped up right now, it's not even funny. I'm tired of all the pansies out there, all the BS and all the talk. It's time for me to go out there and prove to everybody that I am the real deal man out there.
Hey, tell me this. When you look at your division, so you got Conor taking on Eddie Alvarez the same night, right? You're going to fight, and they're going to be up an hour later. How do you see that contest going?
I could give a shit, man. Honestly, it's a shit show. All that talk and all that BS, honestly, if he wants to come in this division, I'm welcoming everybody because I'm taking on all comers. Once I'm done with this division, I'll go to 145. I'll handle business there, and I'll jump up back up to 170. And I'll handle everybody like I knocked everybody out at 170 on the Ultimate Fighter show. I'll walk around at 200 pounds, Chael. And once I'm done at 170, I'll bump up to 185 and I'll handle business there too.
Wow. I didn't know you were walking that big. How do you get down to 155?
I walk around at 205, honestly. And you know what? It's an easy cut for me because I'm a wrestler. I'm a badass wrestler, too. And I got over 20 years' experience with this stuff. So it's a piece of cake for me.
Wow. So tell me, in that division, though, like, as you're looking for, because I have to imagine whoever comes out of that fight, you and RDA, I have to assume is going to be fighting for the strap. Do you think you're going to be fighting with Eddie or Conor? How do you see that fight going?
Well, I don't want to rob Khabib of an ass whooping, honestly, because that dude really deserves it. You know, and if Michael Johnson doesn't handle it, I'm going to have to go after that asshole. Because, man, that dude's put a damper in my mood and put a bad taste in my mouth, and I want to clean that shit up.
What happened there? What happened between you and Khabib? Because that really blew up.
That dude's a dirty Q-tip, man. He needs to change his hat, bro. His whole entire show is a shit show, too. You know, he's got his fans fighting his battles and this and that. But honestly, he can take his fake belt every time he wants to and put it up against my county belt. And I tell you what, I'll go every single time. I will finish that dude. That dude almost got finished by Nate Orchard. Hey, nothing bad with that one, man. But just for me, man, it's just bullshit, man. I just want to handle this business. With RDA in the mix, you have Eddie Alvarez, you have Khabib Nurmagomedov, and now you want to add McNuggets to the mix. This is great. I can give a shit who has that belt. When it's my time, they're going to be the lucky one to draw that lucky lotto number, man. It's going to be really fun for me and not so much for them.
Hey, it's going to be fun for us all. I love it, and you're firing me up on it. I got to know this. So you take Eddie Alvarez, okay? You make this fight with Conor that a lot of people didn't see coming, and now you've got Aldo so mad that fight's happening as opposed to himself in the mix somewhere, that he wants his release from the company. Is Aldo misplacing his frustration? I mean, this is ridiculous what Aldo is doing, right? You can't just not get the fight you want, take your ball, and go home, can you?
I don't know. He's a quitter. That dude's a quitter, man. If you're a quitter like that, you don't belong in this division. You don't belong in this UFC, the elite, the ones that we're fighting around here in the best in around the world. If you want to go to a different place, you want to go have fun and do that, that's cool. For me, I belong here. I started in the mailroom, so I started almost like a CEO position where I worked my way up to the positions where I'm at right now. Man, I tell you what, if you have to deal with all the bullshit, it's just business, man. But if you don't have the backbone to stand up and stand tall and deal with the bullshit and push forward, you're not going to make it anywhere else. You're a fucking quitter.
Wow. Well, I guess there it is. I mean, Aldo went as far, Tony. I know you were up there at Big Bear, so I don't know if you saw this news. Aldo went as far as saying, if the UFC won't release me, I will take a dive in the rest of my fights that I've got with them to fulfill my contract. Now, that's a big problem from a standpoint that there is gaming on these fights. When you have an athlete saying, I will take a dive, that you got a problem.
Well, there's a problem with the company, too, man. The UFC lost its integrity. You're letting these fighters control the outcome of absolutely everything. You're letting McNuggets. And one thing I have to tell you, we have the same management. So this is the biggest problem, Chael. Anytime I said that I was going to call up my shots, even buy a Darce for Mike Rio, my management went and told Conor to go and said, hey, the next interview, I tell you what, why don't you tell him to fucking predict your fight? And that way, you know what, it'll come back towards you and you'll be great. And here's the other thing. The dude stole all my quotes, bro.
So, Tony, tell me what you mean by that. So, Conor stole your lines. You guys have the same management. Is that a problem? Is there a conflict of interest there? What exactly do you mean?
It's a huge conflict of interest now since we're in the weight class now. It's a huge. Don't you think so? I would think so. I mean, if you're going to try to hold one as to be your moneymaker, you would want to keep him there. And my direct quote when I fought Abel Trujillo before even McNugget stepped in the picture was, I don't look past my opponents. I look through them. Look on the timeline, check that shit out, and get back to me.
Wow. Wow, I didn't know that. Hey, listen, I know he's a rip-off artist, man. I've had plenty of my stuff ripped off by him, too. He goes out and performs it, and he does. I didn't know that, though. So, I mean, what do you do? So you're managed by Adi, he's managed by Adi. I didn't realize that. So, yeah, I guess you make a fair point. If he is the guy on top of the bill and now he moves into the weight class, politically, do you have a problem? I don't know. I guess that's for you to decide, but I see your point.
Well, I guess the biggest issue is funny, actually. Me and Bisping were actually sitting in the office one time, and it was funny because Bisping was one of the first guys to get signed by them. And then here I come in there, and we're Ultimate Fighters. You know, you had Uriah Hall and all these other guys. And then all of a sudden you have McNuggets here, and then all of a sudden all the pictures in the whole entire place change. Interesting, bro. And then I hear from Bisping, he's like, fuck this, my picture was up on the wall all the time, and now I got fucking Conor over here. It's interesting, bro. When new energy comes around, people change like chameleons, man. Their colors change faster than them.
Wow.
Awesome. I love that shit. I stay true to myself, man. Screw all that other stuff.
Hey, who are you training with right now? I know you're out of Big Bear. Who did you bring in? Who are your workout partners?
I got some workout partners from 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu and some local dudes out from Michigan, man, and San Diego. I'm bringing in these young studs that are hungry because, you know what, the elite in the UFC, a bunch of them are lazy. They can't keep up with me. That's one thing. I'm very elite, and if they don't have that work ethic that I have, then they got to go. They got to make the team here. This is Snapdown City Academy. I built this from the ground up with my vision and my dreams and hard-ass work and blood, sweat, and tears. So any person that comes here is worth it. You know, we bomb these hills on my longboards. I call it the Bear Trap Longboarding Company. It's active rest. We go out of here. I have a jiu-jitsu gym. I have a cage. I have a stand-up bag. I have weights. I have a Wing Chun dummy. I got a lot of stuff here that all I need is just to stay focused. So every person I brought in here, I have not one UFC person here. I opted for people to come here and spar on a Saturday, and they all fucking ducked out. And I'm not going to name names. It's like the same thing you said in the practice room. I punked every one of them out. Why? Because my work ethic is too hard for them, and I can take a punch, and I'm built like fucking concrete.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are, my man. So what is a day at Big Bear like? I mean, walk me through it. The place is so famous. It's where Muhammad Ali used to go do his training. What's a day like? What you get up, take me through it.
So what I do is I get up. I'll take my supplements, you know, for my Perfecting Athletes company, my nutritionist. I say, you know, a little small shout out to them. They always help me out. And I take my Onnit products, man. I make sure that I'm taking the same supplements I'm going to take in Mexico, because I'm not going to try to fill myself up with something that's not going to be there. So I make sure I get a good little meal inside me, and then I go and I scale Bear Peak. I run up Bear Mountain. I run from my house all the way up to there, which is around like 7,000, almost 8,000 feet. And once I'm there, I do some calisthenics, and I run back down the mountain, and then I get ready for practice. It's jiu-jitsu with Eddie Bravo and his crew and my crew with the 10 Planet Jiu-Jitsu dudes. These are black belts over here. Man, and it's a straight push and drive, and I listen, I pay attention. And you think my jiu-jitsu game was on point already? Shit, just wait.
Oh, man, you're in good hands.
People coming left and right, man.
I didn't know you were working with that. All right, so that's the morning. Take me through the evening session.
The evening session, when everything is all kind of calm and everybody's eating a little bit, I'm going out there inside there and hitting my drills. I'm hitting my 12x12s from Grand Valley State University, my strength and conditioning. I'm hitting my sprints, and when everybody else is asleep, I'm going out for my run.
Extra credit.
Yeah, extra credit, baby. I'm fucking doing that every day. Everybody's like, watch out for them killer clowns and watch out for them grizzlies. I'm like, fuck, you guys better watch out for me, Uncle Cooley. So I'm fucking here. I am real.
That's beautiful. Hey, what do you walk around at? I mean, right now, I know you told me you get up to 205, but your fight is coming up on November 5th. What are you weighing right now?
I'm less than 170. I'm honest. I'm fucking pissed. I'm not even frustrated. I'm pissed about everything that's going on there and everything that we talk about, because that gives me the energy to go out there and train. And I've been so focused on absolutely everything from my weight all the way to the strength game. And I'm losing weight, but I'm getting stronger, and I'm on point. And I got 3 weeks, man, 2 weeks. I can't wait. I'm ready to go now.
Yeah,
I just can't wait.
Listen, it sounds like it. Now, with RDA, I mean, there's no secret. He's a bull. He comes out, he comes at you hard, and he comes at you fast. Eddie found a way to use that against him. With your speed, as I'm breaking this down, I think that's going to be a problem for RDA. I don't think he's going to be able to come out and storm you like he does a lot of guys. But certainly, you're thinking about that, right?
Well, I'm classically trained like a Nintendo. You know, I got a shirt that says that with a Nintendo game, a controller on there. I'm classically trained, man. If he wants to play ball bull, I'm Little Mac. He wants to barge in, I'm going to hit him right in the stomach. And that dude's going to go around his back like a heart attack.
There it is.